Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You're back with Dad, and today we're playing some more Factory Towns. So, last episode was our first episode. We got this little bit of a dwelling set up. We've got some wood coming in over this way, a few planks and wheel. Well, we've not got any more wheels being made up, but we've had planks being made up in there and wheels being made up over there. We've got a little bit of grain coming all the way down this chute into the grain mill that then gets made in, well, sold at the food market over this way. You will kind of notice that the interface is a little bit bigger. I've turned the UI scaling up just a bit. Just makes it a little bit easier to see, and to be fair, it's easier for me to see as well. I didn't even realise there were fish there. They have health. Obviously, that'll be an amount that they can actually get. But what we're going to want to do this episode is try and get ourselves a farm set up. Now, this is going to be a little bit... Oh, hello there. We've unlocked masonry. Brilliant. Let's keep our research going. We don't seem to be getting as many logs in as we're using at the minute. To be fair, that's probably enough planks for now. I think I'm just going to take one of you dudes off wood. I actually want to slow the research down a bit, so I'm going to take one of you dudes off there as well. By the way, I'm just pressing delete on them. I'm literally deleting them from existence because it's just easier like that. At least I found it's easier like that. I could just get them to congregate somewhere. In fact, I probably should, because I don't know if you lose coins by doing that. But anyway, that's what we're doing. For the farm, we're going to kind of need plenty of cash. If we look in the food market, fish sell for 2 each. Cooked fish, which we need a kitchen for, sell for 4 each. We could get some fish coming in. Can I actually get... Can you get fish from there? Excuse me. Yeah, they can get fish. Wonderful news. Didn't we see... We don't want herbs. Oh, they were berries, but they're miles away. Tomatoes, they're in a different bracket, aren't they? I know it's a little bit of a trek. I'm going to get 2 dudes just grabbing me some tomatoes as well. Yeah, that's an awfully long trek. You know what would actually be the better option now, because I can't put them in the chutes, then it'll go into the grain mill. It's fine. They can just tootle on. They'll be absolutely fine. So, we wanted to get a farm over this way. So, if we go into our buildings, stop saying so. First things we're going to want is a farm. You can see this area around it. That is the area that we will be able to build in. So, realistically, we want as much land as is possible. I could raise the land out in the river over this way, but I don't think I need to go that extreme with it. So long as the building is blue, it's going to be supplied with water, and that's what we want. I also want the building to be facing the right way, because otherwise it's just going to look stupid. You just saw we unlocked the farming tile. So, water's going to be fine. We might as well press auto manage for these. We're going to need fertilizer as well. Fertilizer comes from a pasture. I just need to place that down there so I know where the boundary is. Oh, we've unlocked a barn, a crate, and forestry. We will get round to that later, because like I say, we're going to need metalworks to get that going properly. The logs are building up now, which is rather nice. Basic logistics, forestry, unlocks forest. Did we not unlock that a second ago? Oh, it means we unlocked the research for it, my bad. But yeah, we're going to need a pasture. And again, if we come into our buildings, pasture is down here. We know that this tile right here is the edge of the farm. Again, this place is going to need water. This is why I wanted somewhere separate to build all of this. And in here, we can get eggs, wool, raw chicken, and all that jazz. But we're looking for fertilizer, to which we're going to need animal feed. Where do you get animal feed? I just need to double check. It's not in a workshop. It's not in a farm. Animal feed, animal feed, animal feed. I'm sure it's in a workshop. No, not in a workshop. It's not in a lumber mill. Oh. Auto manage them. Where do you get animal feed from? Grain mill. That's where you get it from. A grain mill. So because I'm not getting any resources from this, realistically, I can put a grain mill right next door to this. You're going to make animal feed. I should have done these the other way around, actually. Let's just move that there. That across. Huh? Grain mill needs to go next. Pasture needs to go there. There is a reason for this, which you will see later on. So animal feed, and then that's going to get turned into fertilizer, and then this is going to work. Yes? Yes. To make animal feed, though, as you can see there, we need grain. So this is a little bit of a loop. We need the farm to make grain to make animal feed, which comes from the grain mill. Animal feed then comes to the pasture to make fertilizer, which then goes back to the farm. And this is a great big loop, which is what we want. It's going to be a little bit awkward to start with, because we're going to need people. But we're only going to need a road like that. This road will eventually get deleted. I'm going to get 3 people, because you're going to take... Well, actually, you're not going to take much at the minute. Press B, press F, which brings up farming. We're going to need farming to... We're going to need some fertilizer to start with. So we kind of need to get this bit going already with some wheat, which is miles away. You know what, for now, just cut that off. You guys... Well, actually, not all of you guys. 2 of you. Can I not get you to take that from there? I don't think we can. Oh, they can. As long as we can bootleg it, that'll be fine. You drop that off there. You drop that off there. This is supply grain mill, isn't it? Yeah. Once this is kickstarted, it'll be fine. Then you're going to be taking animal feed from there into there. How many do you need? A few. I'm a little bit annoyed that I can't just get you guys to pick up from this chute and take it back that way. You've already got 1 fertilizer. Good. Right, this is... I'm confusing myself a little bit with this early on. You can go back there. Just get a few more dudes here. You can go from there to there. That dude's going to run the fertilizer across this way. You two need to come back there. Once we've got a first farm going, this will be fine. We just need 2 fertilizer for that. And the fertilizer does need to be in this bit. In fact, I could probably connect this chute back up now. Because we've actually stopped our gold flow there. Oh, did I grab another dude? Oh, no, you've come back for that. So there's our second fertilizer going in. I'm actually going to delete you when you've dropped this off. Oh, you can literally set to do it like that. That's weird. Farm tile. Right, this is where we're going to start. 1 farm tile. We want to plant some grain here. I want all these dudes to come back across here for now. So you're going to take grain... Well, actually, you 2 are going to take grain from there to the grain mill. You're going to take animal feed from there to there. And you're going to take fertilizer from there to there. Yes? Yes. Well, actually, no. For now, I need you to take fertilizer from there to base. Because I kind of need more fertilizer for now. We've got plenty of gold, red coins coming in. It's not bad yet. Let's just even this out a little bit. It won't let me even those out. I think it's because I've got things there at the minute. So they're going to put some corn in there. And you'll see, because this is now grown, it's going to supply them with a steady amount of corn until they've eaten through this, and then it's growing again. And then this is going to start making grain. That dude's already running a fertilizer back, to which once he's brought another fertilizer back, we'll be able to make another farm. And this is exponentially going to get quicker and quicker. This is going to be our basics to farms. Really. And then from here, oh, we've unlocked that. We've got plenty of wood logs now. That's beautiful to see. You can keep researching. We'll get basic logistics up and running. What do we need to get our next level base? Oh, we need fibre and we need stone bricks. So that's masonry. You know, we've got the population. We could actually start doing this. I didn't really want to start too many projects all at the same time, because it is going to confuzzle me. Let us get a stonemason, though, because we can use this for other things. I'm literally going to put you right there. It unlocks all the stone versions of the wood stuff that we've got. I don't know what benches are for still. We're going to want to set you onto stone break. 1, 2, 3. We're going to gather stone and chuck it into there. Excuse me. Do we even need any more stone? You can produce it in a mine. I've never got to mines, believe it or not. Where are my two dudes that are gathering stone? Oh, they're down this way. You know what? I actually don't want you guys doing that anymore. I want you to come up here. Because we've got 352 stone. We want to start making stone bricks. Well, actually, I could start transferring it from the base up there, but I like to have things in all of these. What is that? An omni stone. This is going to start making us stone bricks. I mean, really, we could probably do with a chute, but I'm not going to get you a chute. I'm just going to have... In fact, you know what? We're going to get a cart. We're going to get a cart. It's going to have to take a massively long detour. Excuse me. Oh, I'm going through the carrots. Potatoes, my bad. Same difference. You're going to come this way. I'm going to get myself... We can go with 2 wagons. You're going to take the stone bricks from there to there. You're actually going to go that way around. That is just dead upsetting. Well, I'm going to leave the road there just for aesthetic purposes. We should be able to make a couple more farm tiles now. Just the one. Why only the one? We're running out of fertilizer. That is why. I want to plant a little bit more grain there and there. And then we're growing even more. It's alright, this farm will be used for more than just grain. Don't worry. We'll get there eventually. Should I give these dudes a little bit of a path coming this way as well? Oh, it didn't make them a little dock. It's put a structure underneath, hasn't it? Duh. Now, you're going to start getting backed up, aren't you? And it doesn't help that these are going the worst way around possible. I mean, I could start making stone roads, but it's a little bit excessive this early on. It doesn't help that this chute's all the way over there. You know what, actually? We don't really need... Well, we do need grain coming in still. At least until we've got this up and running properly. Excuse me. I know this is... it is way too full. I am going to delete you 3. And you. I think 4 of them's still going to be a bit too much. Right, you're full on fertilizer. What I'm going to do now is get you to take fertilizer from there to there. And then we've got fertilizer coming in to our own main base over this way. So we can keep building farm tiles, and the farm can actually now supply fertilizer to the crops, which is going to grow them quicker. So we've kind of got our closed loop set up, almost. We are going to need more fertilizer coming in, and I'm okay with just one dude running backwards and forwards. That's going to be absolutely fine. Because we can slowly build up these farm tiles. Is he going to drop that other fertilizer off yet? We've got 1. There's 2. Good. And we can get more grain in here. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that single dude running all the way this way around. In fact, am I? You know what? No. No, I'm not. We're going to get another wagon. You are going to run fertilizer from there all the way back to base. Not the most ideal thing, but it's delivering 4 at a time rather than 1 for all this trip. And if I built stone roads under this bit, does it even say it on the roads? No, it doesn't. The wagons travel faster on higher quality roads, basically. So that's why I want to get some stone going early on. But this loop is kind of working now. And what we could do next, even, is get grain being made over this way. So we're going to want another building, another grain mill. That tile right there. Just want to mark it off. Why would you not go on the road there? I just saw it through the menu. We want a grain mill right there. We can delete that little bit of road right there. We can delete that little bit there as well. You are going to make me flour. Well, actually, we've not got to do that. Because as I learn... Oh, stop doing whatever I'm doing. As I learn off camera, you can actually tick multiple boxes here. I mean, for now, it's not really going to work all that well because it's just going to keep producing animal feed until it's full up, and until this is full up, and until this is full up. We basically need more farms. Although they have got a continuous supply of grain coming in at the minute. Oops. More farming tiles. We can go yup, yup, yup. And we can get grain, grain, and grain. Now, I don't want to overdo this, and I think it actually slows down the process if we've got multiple things being done in one building. We'll get our own separate grain mill over this way. We know that farm's completed now. You're going to make flour, and flour is going to come from... Will the chute pull this out, actually? Logistics blocks. Have we got the grabbers yet? No, we've not got the grabbers yet. They're coming very shortly. When this is sorted. You know what? I'm going to get you back and bring in more wood to my lumber mill. So we can get more paper and get more research. Because we need the basic logistics unlocked. Am I bothered about building a cart? Well, a faster path this way? No, not really. Not yet. I don't think the chute will do what I want it to do in here yet. I'm basically building this ready for conveyor belts. So I might as well let you in on the secret now, because I like building conveyor belts over the water for these bits, because then they're off the path, they're out the way. We're not going to need all these people here. We'll leave the wagon, obviously, because we need to keep bringing fertilizer in so we can keep expanding our farms more and more. This is already about capping out on grain. I mean, what we can do now is replace these 2 dudes with a wagon. 1 wagon, better than 2 dudes. And if I put a stone road under this bit, that does eat a lot of it. You can't really tell because it's not going all that far. But it is definitely going to fill this up quicker, which is going to fill this up. This has already stalled out, basically. So this will be stalling out soon, when it's filled up on animal feed. And then we can bring excess over into this grain mill. The only problem's going to come is when these two want to pass each other. So they're going to start ramming each other off the road. As you can see, this is why I want to try and get away from wagons fairly quickly. How are you doing? You're still constantly filling up because these guys are idiots, basically. I could build a straight road over this. And I actually don't know why I haven't. Bring that to there, because it's not exactly difficult. We'll go there, and there and there. We can have another ramp going up, ramp going down, ramp going down. And we can have an arch in the middle there. And this can basically come all the way across there. So hopefully they're going to recalculate. Excuse me. I don't know why I've not done that so much sooner. So apologies if you've been looking at it and thinking, well, why don't you just build a straight road? Although, if you've not played the game yourself, I don't think you'd know about ramps and stuff like that working like they do here. I would say, please get on the road. In fact, you know what? Let's speed you dudes up. A little bit of a problem there. This isn't quite flat terrain, so it does cause a little bit of a problem. I mean, easy enough fix. Build a ramp there. Build an arch there. And we should be golden. We're golden. Build a straight stone road there, and they're going to be good. Admittedly, they're still going to be idiots about all of this. It's normally better to build 2 wide roads if you're using wagons. I mean, I'm not going to watch them because they're just infuriating. We can get a few more farm tiles down here. I don't really think we need too many more yet. We will need more of these, much more of these later on. I can get grain on basically all of them. So we've got even more grain coming in. How are you doing over this way? Oi, we're on 49. 50, there we go. Onto a belt or a chute. So chutes do work for now. That is beautiful to know, because what I can do now... You know what? I'm actually going to increase this road. How many stone bricks have I got? I'm not going to be able to go all the way to the town centre. I've only got 12 remaining. We can go to there, though. Because then that's going to bring me more fertiliser in and more quickly. Are you guys still managing to keep up? Why are you being a weirdo? Them dudes are doing exactly what I want them to do. Just standing there and passing it across. And you're literally running around everywhere. I could actually turn this up. Although I don't need 2 wagons doing this anymore. Because they've kind of caught up. Oh, I've got the game paused. So yeah, you're full. You're full. That's just going to start sitting there soon. See, it's going to start sitting there now. It's full. For now, though, we can get a wagon. And you can take grain from there to there. And for now, we're just going to use a chute. I am going to want a wooden arch. And we're going to go across like that. And we're going to get a chute. And bring you straight across there. And we want to go into our logistics. And we want to grab a grabber. That's going to go on there. 'Cause what the grabber does is pulls items out of this down that way. That is brilliant. So now, we don't actually need you, or any of this chute. I need to be careful here, because I don't want to delete the ramp. Although, I am going to leave the ramp in for now. I'm going to delete all of this path. Don't need any of it. I can actually do that and that. Don't need any of you dudes. Don't need you. We're all good. What does this unlock? Sorters, pushers, splitters, blockers. I don't know what a lot of this stuff does. I mean, it does kind of explain it to you. But, yeah. So now we've got too much. All this grain is grown, but this isn't harvesting it quick enough. So what we can do is bump this up with another worker. When this output starts actually staying full, I know I'm about at the right level. But with 2 of them pulling so much out at the moment, it is kind of ridiculous. Why are you grabbing so much still? This should be full. Right, now I know we're good. I can spare a few works anyway. I'm on 41 out of 52 if we look at the top there. And these are getting a little bit full. Yes, they are. So I can turn the workers up here a little bit as well. I mean, what would actually be good is to... Do we want to build a silo? I don't think we do. I know how I want to do this at a later stage, but for now it'll be fine as is. 13, 10, 14, 11. We can add another worker there. 12, 9, 13, 10. Is it still working properly? So this has basically just solidifying our gold income. That went to 6, so you might be a touch on the high side, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, it is slowly eating through it, but that will be fine. What are you doing? Well, are you bringing fertilizer here? Have you got? Yeah, you've got fertilizer in your hand. Fair enough. That's what you're doing. So yeah, we're actually completely saturating this now with grain. Vegetables we're still a little bit on the low side for, but we can set another farm up for that. In fact, we could build a few more farm tiles just here. And I can grow... whoops. I can actually get farm tiles over here as well. You know what? I like it. I like it. We are going to grow. I think I like the idea of berries and tomatoes. So if we come into here, tomatoes. I'm going to plant tomatoes there. I'm going to plant berries there. And what we're actually going to do... Oh, I'm going to need this chute to shoot a little bit. Wow, didn't want that to happen. There we go. You curve this way and go like that. And you can come straight in there. I actually don't like what I'm doing right here. This is going to get awfully confusing awfully quickly. Let's do it like this instead. So, delete that chute from there. And then we can get a grabber coming out this way and bring in flour. We can actually set these grabbers to bring out whatever we want. So if I type in flour there and set that, it's only going to pull flour out, which is what I want. Then we'll have this one and this one. So we'll have tomatoes over there. And we'll have berries over here. So they're going to pull out all separate ones. If I then join these and these up with a chute and bring those all in with a chute, what is going to happen? Why have you grabbed tomatoes? I know why they've grabbed tomatoes. Just delete them, because you're not meant to grab tomatoes. By the way, the reason that the wagon did this, I pressed deliver everything when I first set this up. We need to be a bit more specific. We need to click on the actual item. So me clicking on the grain and bringing it across there is what's going to keep that going. Now, to be honest, I don't actually need you or you anymore. As you can see here, we've got this set up. So what I can do, bring the archways across this way. Bring the archways across this way. And this way. And I want to leave this gap. I don't want to block your things. It does sometimes mess the water up. You're probably thinking, what the hell is he doing? We're going to go there. We're going to go there. And we're going to go there. So, let's connect this all up. We've replaced these dudes, yes? So you are going to be pulling our grain. And that is going to come across this chute and go in there. You're going to pull animal feed from there. It is a little bit difficult to see. Ah, I deleted it. Let's set that one up again. You're going to pull animal feed from there. And then you're going to pull... Well, actually, we don't need to set them up because it's only pulling one thing. Add logic link? What the hell is that? I have no idea what I've done to that. I don't know what a logic link is. We don't actually need to set these up because there's only one resource coming out. It'll only pull one resource out. And you can come across this way. I think with the chute, actually, I'm going to need this in here. I just need to make sure this keeps constant water flow. So we're going to have grain coming from there into there. In fact, you do produce more than grain, and this one's going to need setting up as well. You're going to be need to be grain as well. It's alright, I'm kind of confusing myself a little bit. I apologise if I've lost you. We'll start again. Grain is going to come from here, go into there, which will give us animal feed, which will come out of there and into the pasture, which will give us fertiliser, which is then going to come across this chute, back into the farm, which is going to provide berries, wheat and grain. Grain is going to come out the bottom end over here. Why have I done that? That's where I've confused myself. It's fine. I can actually save this, believe it or not. We just need to cut this back and this back. Don't want that, don't want that. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry. Don't panic. I'm not panicking. Are you panicking? Stop panicking. We can leave these where they are, because we can use these little pillar scaffolds here. It's going to start getting a little bit crazy now. Scaffold, scaffold. Archway, archway. Yeah? You following me so far? Good. We can get wooden archway there. I'm probably going to have to build up from the floor here, because this is going to get a little bit convoluted. There and there. There and there. You're going to come across there like that. Delete this chute, delete this chute. You're going to come across there like that. This is getting megally confusing. Yep, I said megally. Right. It's got to be berries from there. Don't do whatever you've just done. And you're going to be tomatoes. I wondered why they weren't producing any yet. We're going to need ramp. Out there, across there, down to there, and in there. It will work, I promise you. I hope it will. I can't make promises like that. There we go! And if we look at the back side there, we've got all the tomatoes and berries coming straight in. So I don't actually need... Are you grabbing potatoes? I don't need you, I don't need you. Because we've got the berries coming in place of the potatoes. No, we've got the tomatoes coming in place of the potatoes. And the berries are also doing amazing work. Now, this will fill up eventually. For now, it's not quite filling up. We can just turn this up even higher. We don't actually need you anymore either. Or you. But if we look this side, we can see it all working. So... grain is going to continue to flow out of here into the grain mill, which is going to continue to produce animal feed, which is going to continue to produce fertilizer, which is on this track here. It'll be much easier to see, by the way, when we get actual conveyor belts, which shouldn't be that far away. But yeah, fertilizer comes in there, goes into here. As you can see, we're full on fertilizer. At the minute, we're not actually saving anything up until we start backlogging this section over here, which will actually take a little while. I think I want to turn you up again, to be honest. The happier we make people, the better our production is going to be. We're getting a 30% boost at the minute. Just look at them berries go. Actually, the chutes do kind of work out a bit quicker than... Yeah, that's weird. They do work out quicker than conveyor belts. See, this side's starting to back up a little bit. I do wish it'd back up more, because then more grain's going to come this way, and then we're going to make more flour. Admittedly, I can crank this all the way up to 10, but that's a little bit excessive, to be honest with you. That, and we will actually deplete all of these farms if we do that. Although I guess that's what a silo would be for, wouldn't it? Oh, the farm's actually started to back up. Look, the berries are stacking up. Tomatoes probably won't be far away. Yeah, tomatoes are starting to build up. I wouldn't leave all my workers in here indefinitely. It's a little bit crazy to have this many, especially now that the tomatoes are backing up and the grain. I mean, you're not even producing flour that quickly. Although, I can whack that all the way up to 5. And we can get as much grain coming out as possible. But as you can see, we're kind of balancing out here. It's a little bit ridiculous. We don't need 9. How about 7? I think we don't even need that. Now that we've filled up, I think 5 might be enough. It's flickering between 9. Oh! No, 5 isn't enough. It is for the tomatoes and stuff. It's not for the grain, because then when the grain starts going out of both directions, it's too much. Oh, I don't know. It is all about finding the happy medium everywhere. I think for now, 6 workers is going to be enough there. But that's our farm setup. I mean, I kind of don't like this side a little bit. Oh, I know why this is getting hammered. It's because of the dude bringing the fertilizer. We've only got 47. Well, I guess we did build a fair few more farms up very quickly, didn't we? So I can't really hold that against you. We are going to kind of need some more wheels at some point. But yeah, we've got a nice little bit of a farm going up there. We're fine for wheels for now. How are you doing for research? It is taking an awfully long time. I guess we could kind of replace you two with a wagon at this point. And I am going to actually swap footpath out for roads. I don't like it like that. These dudes are proper hacking away at that forest there, aren't they? Jesus. Oh, helps if I set you up. You're going to need to take logs from there to there. I could actually set a chute up now. With our puller. So if I put that there, I do end up going a little bit crazy with chutes. I'll tell you that right now. We could actually do that and set you up for wood and logs, and it doesn't work. Can you not pull out of the town building? I mean, it's not really going to be a problem. We can just get our wagon back in. Whoops, I went past it one too far. There we go. We'll try it one more time onto a straight path. That's not what I wanted. We can actually pick items up by doing that. Excuse me. Admittedly, that is going to burn through our wood fairly quickly. But for now, it's okay. I could actually get rid of another person here and have more chutes. I do like automating things myself. The quicker I can get rid of workers, the happier I'm going to be. So if we just put some archers there. Have they got to be straight? That's on a. That's why it wasn't working. It needed to be on a curve, didn't it? Chutes are weird things. Weird things. That needs to go there like that. That needs to go there like that. I mean, you're making the paper. The grabber just does not want to work. I mean, the easiest fix for now is just do that, and shoot round like that. Do you not pull paper? I don't think you can pull out of lumber mills. It's not a problem. Like I say, I can just get my worker back in. Yeah, but you can push into it. That's what I don't get. Or is it just because it's paper? Can you not slide paper down a chute? It does seem a little bit crazy, doesn't it? But I'm not being funny. We did it with carrots and stuff. No, that's clearly not working. So for now, it's just going to have to be a regular old person. Well, not an old person, but, you know, a regular person. Paper from there to there. Happy days, you'll be fine. We can get more research in. And then next time, what can we start having a look into? Look at all these stone bricks we've got going. Oh, happy days. In fact, you know, with these stone bricks, we needed to upgrade stone bricks. Well, we needed stone bricks to upgrade these houses. So we can just burn through some of these and all of our gold. If you just feast your eyes on the top left and all of our magnificent gold that we've got coming in. It is kind of crazy, isn't it? How are you doing? You still... I can spare another worker now. Look at the grain. Look at the grain. Yeah, 7's going to be absolutely fine. We'll just leave it on 7 because it really doesn't matter that much. I can't turn this up anymore. I mean, what we could do at one point is split it so that we get even more coming this way. Or we could just use this farm as a base resource thing. We could build more farms out this way very, very easily. But I think what we want to look into making next is possibly fabric. Which, if we have a look here, is a bolt of fabric that can be used to make cloth. If I just quickly show you, in the workshop, we can use... Actually, wool is better than cotton. It would require me to set another pasture up. It does require animal feed then. So that'd need its own farm to make animal feed, to feed the pasture. Is it in farming? No, I think it literally just does it. If I set you to wool right now. That is actually making wool. It literally does it out of the animal feed. Huh. It's alright. In my other game, I had another farm. Well, I had one farm that did basically everything. It's ridiculous. I may show you at some point. I might go with wool for this one. So I can have another farm basically on the opposite side here. I'd like to keep my farms together. It seems like a decent idea. I could have another farm over this way. Well, no, I can split the grain from this. Although that's a lot of animal feed that it's going to eat through. Would this be able to keep up? You know what? Probably. Probably. So I could actually have a chute or conveyor belt coming across this side and making fabric, which we can then ship back to base. And that'll be our supply of fabric coming in. I could do it from here. We've already got the infrastructure. Why would you not do it from here? Because then we could have a chute coming from there into a workshop making fabric. And keep it compact. But, right. That's taking 3 seconds at the minute, yes? I just want to see when that's going up. If I click this, if it slows down. Come on. Did that slow it down? Would you say that was... Yeah, that definitely slowed down there when they both started at the same time. So I only want one thing working at once if I can. I mean, this place is fine. Because I can bump this all the way up to 10 workers. And then it just maxes out. In fact, we've maxed out on flour as well. Good God, this farm is overflowing with stuff. But I can use grain from this. Because we've clearly got too much. And in fact, I could turn it up more. Get another grain mill over this side, making animal feed. Yeah, we'll do that next time then. So we'll get wool, and hopefully we'll turn wool into fabrics. And then, yeah, that's going to be our goal for next episode. So really, we've not done that much. But we're now kind of self-sustaining when it comes to gold. Look, we're on 2,500 gold coins. We just need to get the red coins coming in a little bit nicer. I don't actually know why we aren't bringing in slightly more. Ah. We've only got this one dude bringing wooden planks in. You know what? I think I'm going to replace you with a wagon. I need to be careful about doing that because I've not got woodwork set up properly yet. Until we've got a closed loop of woodworks, I don't really want to do that. Because to get red coins, as you can see in here, planks give us 1, stone bricks give us 1. So when we can automate this, I mean stone bricks, I've not managed to automate in my own game yet, let alone this one. Fabric we can do, but we need our own supply coming. The basic way of the game for me is, we set up enough so that we can get our own supply going. When our own supply is going, we then set up to feed these things. For gold coins, this is fine. I'm not that fussed yet about... Oh, we've got fish. Yeah, obviously. Excuse me. I'm not that fussed yet about going into everything. Until we need ridiculous amounts of gold coins for all that stuff. We just want to get a basic flow of coins coming in. So, yeah. Next time. Fabrics. Wool. Well, wools, then fabrics. Anyway, that is going to be it for today's episode. So thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see some more. All comments and feedback really appreciated as always. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!